Hi, and welcome to the second small cap brief. Today, I'm going to be talking about Predictmedix AI Inc., which is PMED on the CSE. This caught my attention. I was going through and looking at some my stock watch, some volume traders under 25 cents. This one kind of stood out. So let me walk into it here. So the company is an AI company focused on solutions for health and workplace safety. They use AI technology to predict health risks and potential outbreaks. Some of the things interesting: shares outstanding 192 million. That's pretty high. Share price very low, 2.5 cents. Market cap less than 5 million. The one thing that stood out to me is there are a number of warrants exercisable, a weighted average price of 7 cents, potential for 3.8 million from that. They have negative working capital, low cash. They've got another quarter. They got to raise money. The one thing that stood out to me was from their MD&A, their strategy and outlook was pretty bland. I think there could be an opportunity to add some more information in there. However, their operation summary was very, very detailed and very good. Looking back at the stock chart, looks like it got listed in December 2019, had a big run up through the COVID free cash period. Obviously, if insiders and friends and family own shares, they probably made a lot of money. It may open up an opportunity for them to refinance at these lower prices. 3 months trading volume, not high, 12.7 million. It does have a market a bit tight bid ask, which is good to see. Problem: it addresses inefficiencies in health screening and workplace safety. I mean, this obviously can speed up the entry of different things into different facilities. But I think an important thing is that how many times have we heard about in hospitals where somebody goes in and they end up getting sick or some sort of infection? I mean, if this had the ability to solve some of those problems or minimize some of that, I think that would be good. They also talk about that their AI system is more efficient than standard systems. Again, they have some studies. Obviously, the other thing is people don't want things poked in them. Solution, again, AI contactless screening solutions. There are some images later on of the actual products. Again, non-invasive, speedy, improved accuracy based upon their work, scalability, and again, AI. In my opinion, AI in healthcare, we need to have it. I think it's going to make people healthier, help with diagnoses. I mean, it's coming. I recently was reading about AI with doctors that improved their patient diagnosis significantly. Again, AI is here to stay, and it's going to make healthcare better. Business model: they have minimal sales. Pricing strategy: they want a subscription-based model with hardware sales. I mean, that's perfect. Get their claws into them and keep some money coming in. They are partnered with this group, or the launch through Manchester Marketing Group. I didn't find a lot of information as it relates to healthcare on it. It looks like they've done some U.S. federal government contracts and with some indigenous groups in the U.S., I think in Alaska. But their website talked about the transition of the world to fewer greenhouse gases, improve air quality. I don't know how that applies to Predictmedix, but maybe there's a connection we don't know. Any ideas? Let me know. The market, this market is going to explode. A lot of information from Grandview, Fortune, and Precedence Research. I mean, this is something that's going to expand. Again, there's so much demand for AI in healthcare. Some of them, once they sort of get exposure and people think there's exciting, I mean, these stocks can go ballistic. Leadership team. This is the primary contact, Dr. Rul Kushwa. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. There's some articles, some interviews out there. Thing that stood out to me: former professor at U of Ottawa and former scientist, Government Canada. I mean, he's pretty connected. It looks like he's an entrepreneur. He has a lot of experience, certainly in holistic and I'll call it alternative therapies or healthcare innovation, which I think is, we need more of this. Nice to see somebody from Canada. This Stephen Kales, who is the CEO, I didn't find a bio for him on the company website. I'm going to do a little research as well into their SETI to see how many shares these people own. But the thing that stood out to me is a lot of advisors, very experienced advisors, obviously probably well connected. Strategy, again, expanding population health management market. I mean, I think that a lot of people recognize that AI is here to stay and it's going to be implemented in healthcare. I'm just repeating myself. I mean, so many people are talking about it. What they could do is get some more strategic partnerships for expansion, some more innovation. Maybe there's some modules that can add to their smart AI healthcare systems. Challenges. There are a couple established players, Neurologics and Dozy. I haven't done a lot of digging into them. Welcome to hear what about them. But Predictmedix, potentially they can differentiate through better screening capabilities and better AI. They're sellers. So they have the infectious disease symptom screening solution. That product is sold by a display company known as JuiceWorks. Last X post, May 2022, couldn't find a website. You probably want somebody that has a little bit more of a presence out there. But again, maybe I couldn't find their website. Maybe it is out there. And then they're going to sell the other product, the remote patient monitoring and treatment plans application called Mobile Wellbeing. They're in-house. I don't see any activity on that. As far as news, 6 corporate development announcements over the course of the last year. The last press release that's on the company website is from February 28th. It'd be nice to see those other news releases get on there. The one thing that stood out is they formed an alliance with Pacific Mechatronics in May, which is looks like it's an Indian-based outfit that has connections to the defense industry. That could be a very strong contact. Not a lot of information on it yet, but I'm doing some digging. Always open to hear more. As far as IR marketing standpoint, LinkedIn, no post, 2,000 followers, like no activity. X, last post, March 8th. Same with YouTube, last video, November 5th. Instagram, Facebook, March 8th. It looks like they had somebody managing their social. They don't have a lot of subscribers, decent amount of followers on LinkedIn, but you'd like to see some more activity, certainly get the word out. And those are just some images of some of their products there to the right, the Smart Health AI Station and the Self-Entry Station. Closing thoughts, AI in healthcare, it's coming. I expect there'll be some pushback from people in the healthcare industry believing that it may eliminate some jobs. I don't believe it. I think it'll increase productivity and make people healthier. I think we have to accept no different when the computer came around. Like technology is there to make our life easier. If AI can help with that and make people healthier and maybe save money, it just makes sense to sort of implement these things. So anyways, check it out. Predictmedix AI, PMED on the CSE. I do not own any shares. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Again, this is not to be construed as investment advice. Always consult an investment advisor before making an investment decision and do your own research. Thank you.